learners. Today we are breaking down Kiss from a Rose by Seal in the chord melody style. Printable tabs about becoming a Patreon. You will see links in the notes as well as the description. Also links to our other social media networks and my email if you want some one-on-one lessons. Grab your ukulele brain attention span, follow me on in, and let's break it down. All right, so we got a lot to cover in this lesson. Sometimes we'll be doing 4 chords, sometimes a lot to cover in this lesson. Sometimes we'll be doing 4 measures, sometimes we'll be doing 3. Let's put the start up. It sounds like this. Okay, so you're going to kick it off with a G and an A note. If you have a low G, you'll play the 3rd fret of the E string as opposed to the open high G. If you have a high G, it's just high G, open A string, then you're going to make a G minor, thumb strum all 4. Pinky grabs the 3rd fret, back to 1, then make an F all the way through. Remove your middle finger, G, 1st fret of the E string. Make a G, thumb strum, first 3 strings. From there, 3, 1, back to a G, and then open G and A, back to the G minor. That's the same move, 3, 1, F. Now instead of playing the G, you're going to play the F note and then the open A. Then back to the G, 3, 1, G, G, A. Then we go back to the start. So this first section then would be it repeats. Oops. Cool. And then that last time over the 1, instead of that we went to the 2. You'll see here it's, and we don't do that. We let that G ring. Then we're into the start of the lyrics. This part's going to sound like this. Okay, so you start off here and you're going to bar the 3rd fret, which is making us, you're going to start here and you're going to do, all right, so the very beginning of that is how it ended, right? The lyrics start, you're going to make a G suspended 4, so get your pinky on the 3rd fret, strum through, and then pull off. Because here the melody is, it goes 3, 2, 2, 3, 2, 3, 2, 3. So you don't have to do the pull-offs if you don't want to. You could. I like the pull-offs. So you'll strum through the G, pull off the 2nd fret. Then you're going to strum through a G normally, hammer on the 3rd fret, and pull off. Then the last time through, I just play the G string, pull 3, and then hammer 2. So that measure, the there used to be a graying, would be. Okay, and then we make this E major 7, bar the 3rd fret, ring finger on the 5th fret, strum all the way through. Middle finger comes down to the 5th fret of the C, followed by the 5th fret of the A. Then you play them both together. The harmony's gone to an F at this point. That's why it says F6 here. Then you're going to play 5, 5, 3, which is another type of F chord, right? Slide to the 2nd fret with your index finger, and then keep it there while you pull 5 to 2, while plucking the open G. And then when you do that 5, pull 2, and the open G, note that this measure now is in 9/8. So we went from 6/8 to 9/8. That happens occasionally for some of these measures. Then you're going to go up, hit the open G to keep the rhythm going, bar the 7th fret, and play the 10, and you slide to 9. Strum through that, no melody. That's why you see the little over the chord. 5 on your way to 2, or on the way to a classic G shape, then 3 with the pinky. Okay, the next part. Buckle up. This is going to be a serious lesson. There is some repetition, just like this one starts off. And you'll see when we get to this 5 pull to 2, we're back in 9/8. But the second half is different. Go up and grab the 11th fret here with your index finger. You're going to pluck that, and then you're going to get your ring finger on the 15th fret with the open G and slide 15 to 14. Ring finger down to 10, then roll it over to the 10th of the E with an open G. On your way to the 7th fret with your ring finger. Because you're going to go from there, bar the 5th fret, and then get your pinky on the 8th fret for this F in the 12th measure. So just the second measure would be and you bar that 5th fret, make this F, pinky or ring finger, pull it up, play the 5th fret of the A, back to 8, the G shape, 7, 8, 7, which is a C chord, G shape, strum all the way through, even the open G, then get the 8th fret 2 times, and then the 7th fret. And it's headed back to that movement. Okay, so let's look at these together. So we play through all of these, we get okay. We're back to 9/8. We do that move, and this is a cool part in the song. Okay, so what's going on here? Okay, so we do that familiar move, 5, pull 2 with the open G. Go up and grab the 7th of the E string with your index. 10, 9, and then 7 with an open G. 7 again, and then 10, 8. I love that. Then you're going to make this G minor here, which is 7, 6, 5, where you're just going to strum the open G in the first 2 strings. After that, 3 strings in total. Your melody's this B flat, which would basically be the same as that. Sounds a little better up here. Open G, which is melody. Then you'll make an E flat, open 3, 3, 1, strum all 4. 3, 1, F. Remove that G melody. 3rd fret here if you have a low G. 1st fret. And it's not 4, 5, 6. It's 4, 5, and. You go back to the E flat, 3, 1 again, and then F, open G string, 1st fret. And I think we're going to strum a G after that. Yeah. So then, okay, these 3 measures. Moving on. We got a lot to cover still. Okay, so we're going to strum through that G. And you could let it ring if you want, but I like to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 13th fret of the A string. And it goes bow, 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 10, 13, 10, and that's baby. I pluck that 10th fret with the open G there, and then I go 13, 10, bar the 7th fret with your middle finger on the 8th. This is a G7, and that's a cool move right there. You strum through, get your pinky on the 10th fret, you go 10, 8, 10, 8, 10, 8. If that's hard, you could go, if for example you're doing this and your pinky keeps muting that string, you could like that, or either one. Then we're going to make an E flat here with this G shape, which is 10, 11, 10. Strum through from the C string down. 8, 5, F from the C string down. Slide your pinky up to the 6th fret of the E. Open A, and that will resolve on the G, which comes up after that. So these sound like this. Okay, next piece, we bring them up. We're on this G, let it ring. 5, back up to our, then we make this F suspended 4, pulling into the F, which is 9, 8, 8 with your index finger. Then you're gonna strum through, but get your ring finger on the 10th fret. So you're playing 9, 8, 10. But when you strum through, you wanna pull off with your ring finger to the 8th fret. Then it drops down and grabs the 10th fret on the E string. On your way to this F, which is 5th fret here, 8th fret here of the 2 middle strings. And then you're going to come down here, 1st fret of the E string, 3rd fret with your ring finger, pluck them both, and then slide to the 2nd fret. Then on the first beat of the next measure, you'll play the open G. So you can go 3, 2, all the way up to 10, 8, 10, and that will resolve on this E flat again. So these 3 would sound like this. Next 3 come up, start on the E flat, to the 8, to the 10. We do that 8-5 move again. Middle finger will hit the 6th fret on your way back up to this E flat. Then we're going to do 8-10 again. All the way down here, bar the 1st fret of the E and the A, because you're going to strum through both of those with your ring finger on the 3rd fret. Pull off, 1st fret, 3rd fret, and then pluck it again with the open G. And from there, you're going to go into the 2-3 on the G chord, O, 2, 3, O. So that last measure is. So these 3. All right, bring up the next one, and we're back into the. So these next 3, nothing here is new, but note that 1, because this is you can play this as a 5-minute instrumental if you want, and then this 1, you would come back to this from the start of the baby. When you go back to the baby, you'll play through that, but when you get to the 1, you're going to skip to the 2. So we're playing through this like the first time, so these 3 would be. All right, pressing forward, next 3. Here we're gonna go. So the first 2 we've played those at the very beginning of the song, but this builds up to that cool part that's like, my power, my pleasure, my pain. What you do there is you're going to bar that 3rd fret and 5th fret. It's our E flat major 7. We go 5, 3, 5 for the melody. The bar moves up to 5, and we strum all the way through, and we go 8, 5, 8. And you bring up the next 3, and it's 7 on the 10th fret. I love that part. Really, really do. Okay, so these 3. Okay, bring up the next 3. We're here, we do that, and then this part is kind of tricky because we have some slides. You're going to use your ring finger to slide 10 to 8, because then you're going to put your pinky on the 10th and your index on the 6th, and you're going to pluck 10, pull to 6, and then slide to 8, and you do that with your thumb right here when you pluck the 10, playing the open G. Then it goes back to 6. I like to grab that with my middle finger, and then down here to 3, 3, 3. 1, 3, 1, 3, 4, 5, 5, 5. 1, thumb strum and F. 1, 1, 1, G. 1 and a 2 and a 3. So keep in mind this is 6, 8. So that second measure is 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 1. Do 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 do. If you don't have an low G, it's 3rd fret there. These 3 measures look like this. All right. Okay, these 3, nothing too new. You're going to start off 3, 1, pull 0. That's new. Then you're going to play 3, 3, pinch the 2. Like that. Then you're going to make an F index because there's no melody. Then you're going to go up 7, 10, 9, pluck the 7 with the open G. 7, 10, 8, that G minor, thumb strum the first 3. Open G on your way to this E flat. 3, 1, F, open G, 1. And it's headed to an E flat. So you get. Okay, this next one, again, nothing really new here too. We go. And that bay that you see right there with those 2 dots is when you would go back to the bay, bay. All right, and the 2, when we saw the 1 earlier, when you get to that 1, you do this baby part, bay, bay. You play through all that again until you get to the 1. Once you get to the 1, you skip the rest of that and come to this 2 here. Okay, so with these 3 measures, I'm actually gonna play just these 2, and then I'm gonna play that last one. So that would be played like that. You play all the way through, get to the 1, skip forward, and now you're at this part. Okay, next 3 come up, E flat, we've seen this. Now this part is maybe, I think, the least dynamic of the song and the least memorable. You're going to strum through this F, first 3 strings. Then you get your pinky down, remove your middle finger, and that's a C suspended 4. And then we're going to get some double stops. So these 3 measures. Okay, then we do these double stops. And it's going to be 10 and 12. And then move this shape down 2 frets. You got 8 and 10. Move this one down 1, lift your ring finger, and then put your middle finger on here. So we got 7 and 8. Move that down 2 frets, and it's 5 and 6. Move this one up 1 to 6, and then now we're at 8, so we're back to that other shape. Then these fingers flip-flop from 6 and 8 to 8 and 6 on your way to this F, which is 5 and 8. So this part goes like this. Okay, then after that, you're going to play 7 and 8 again, and then again. So it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1. Because we're going to go 7, 8, 7, 8, and then run through those double stops again, the exact same order, the exact same way. So these 3 measures are... Bring up the next piece. This one is boom, that same one, and then 7, 8, 7, 8 again. Same double stop, same double stop, same double stop, but now we go right from here to the 6 and 8, and then 10 2 times. And then strum through 7, 7, 7, 10, which is our G. And now we're back into a more familiar piece of the melody, which would be after that, you strum through that. Then you're going to hit 2 and go into the... So you get boom. So these three measures sound like this. All right, next piece. Starting off familiar. But then from that pull 5 to 2, then it gets a little different because we go right into the 10, 9, 7. And this time we're going to go to 8. Then back to our familiar E flat 7, 3, 5. Part again. Okay, so we've seen these 3, just not necessarily in this order. And they would sound like this together. So now we're building up energy, and we're kind of in the last minute or so of the recording. We've strummed that, we let that ring, and then we do this familiar piece. Little different this time, because we hit the 1 before we start. Same up to there. Same up to there. But on the very, very last note of that second measure, we hit the 2nd fret on the way to the G, which is new. So counting it would be and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 1. Strum that G, 2nd fret, and then the do 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 do. So these 3 measures. Bringing up the next 3, strum through that E flat, 1, O, O, and so first beat, no melody, and then 1, O, O, make an F, no melody, 1st fret of the A, open G, and back to our open G, 10, 8, G minor, open G, so these 3. Nothing really new here, right? So strum through that E flat, 3, 1, F, O1, G, then baby. If you played through that loop and went back, this is the 3rd time you've seen this section. All right. So we've seen that before. Next section comes up. So we've seen these 3-2. They would go. Next section comes up. Open G, 2, 3, 2. Then the nice familiar little comfort. 8, 10, 8, 5, 6, back up to the E flat. So we've seen all this too, right? Bring up the next 3. You start there, pinching 3rd fret with the open G. 3-0, G minor. 3-1, F, open G, 1st fret, G. The 3rd measure we haven't seen. We play the G, then we come up and we do this shape, which we haven't played so far, which is open 7-7-5, 3-2. So you get. So that's new, which is incredible that we're just still seeing things we haven't seen so far. But it's on the home row, because the very end of this is. You're kind of slowing the tempo down here, right? You're kind of, letting it think about how he's singing it. So you bar that 5th fret, 3rd fret, play the 5th, your E flat major 7, 3-1, strum through a full F, 8, sounds cool to slide up into it, then back to that E flat major 7, 3-1, then bar the 1st fret, 3 pull 1, and then 1-1, and then pull the A to 0, open A, open G, strum that G. Strum that G, bruh. So we get. And that's the end of the tune. I like to add a little G right there, bar the 7th fret, the 10th fret. You seen that one? I like to finish with that G right there. Whoa, those are all the pieces. This is already a massive lesson. I'll do a play along later instead of adding it to this one, just because what I want you to do now is just go through each of those, take them 3 measures at a time, commit them to memory, really take your time with it, put it into those fingers, and we'll do a full play along a little later, because right now it's a lot to digest. All right, 10thumbspro.com. Keep on rocking and rolling. I appreciate you learning with us, and until next time, have a lovely day. Cool, everyone. Thank you so much for watching to the very end of this lesson here at 10thumbspro.com. We appreciate you learning with us. Keep on rocking and rolling. Keep loving life. Keep on kissing roses from a gray. And as the snow falls down, your eyes become alive. And I'm more I need, I'm more than cool song, all right? Take care. Have a lovely day. And I will catch you next Wednesday or Saturday for ukulele, Monday for guitar. George Clooney, not a good Batman. Take care.